We've watched our leaders offer obscene tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans at the expense of working families and the poor. Millions of Americans have lost their jobs, their health care, and their hope in the future. We need a change in direction in Washington, and that battle begins today, right here in Peoria.
It's Election Day, November the 4th, and history has been made not once in this country, but locally 3 times here in Central Illinois. This is CAPtions.
Good evening and welcome to Captions. I'm Andre Bohannon, your host, and again, I'm so glad you joined us. You've been joining us for over 30-some years, and what we're going to be talking about tonight, or what you're going to be seeing, was a very important moment that happened about 2 years ago, and that was a celebration with the election of Obama as president. We interviewed a number of you, and you shared your thoughts, your feelings, and your hopes. And I want you to see and hear some of the things we talked about, as well as be reminded of how important it was for us to continue to be supportive and work for the betterment of the quality of lives for all through our government processes. Stay tuned, you might even see yourself.
Good evening, Dennis Egemar here, and as I mentioned at the outset, history in the making 3 times. On the federal level, U.S. Senator Barack Obama elected to the President of the United States, the first African-American to do so. Wouldn't be something that Dr. Martin Luther King had been still alive to see that, the promised land. Number 2, Jehan Gordon from Peoria, Illinois, first African-American female to be elected from the 92nd District to represent us in the Illinois General Assembly. And number 3, Aaron Schock, who started out as a school board member, write-in candidate. He won that election, went on to be president of the District 150 School Board, and then got elected to represent the 92nd District just 4 years ago. And now he is the youngest member to be ever elected to the United States Congress, representing the 18th District. We start out our show first on election day and getting your thoughts on the election from around the polls. Tell us, is this your first time voting?
Yes, it is.
And what made you decide to vote in this year's election?
Well, I've been following the election ever since, and I just felt like today was the time to go ahead and vote. I had never voted before, and I really wanted to, so I did come out and do that.
What was the experience like as far as going in and actually voting for somebody who's going to lead this country or be a representative of this area?
I mean, it's good because I really believe that Obama will do something good for this country, and I believe he has unified a lot of people here in this country. And I mean, I just see a lot of people that never voted before coming out, and they're real happy to vote. And I'm one of those people that was real happy to vote.
I assume you voted for Obama. What was it about him that made you vote for him?
I mean, just the fact that everybody, he just unifies people. Everybody just comes to him, you know what I'm saying? And I believe what he says is not like old politics where they tell you one thing and do something different. I honestly believe, I could feel, and I believe that he will do what he says what he's going to do.
What are the major issues for you as far as in this country? Is it economics? Is it jobs? Is it security?
It's really jobs because, myself, I had trouble finding jobs and stuff, and I put in a lot of applications and been to jobs where there's like 2 openings and there's like 20 people there to get that job, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard out here, you know what I'm saying? So the job thing really was something to me, you know what I'm saying? I believe in the security. We should, you know what I'm saying, take care of, you know what I'm saying, the security here in America, but it was really the job thing, and I believe that Obama will bring jobs to America, so that's what it was.
Tell me about what's different about voting in this year's election versus other elections that you voted in.
Well, I just think that it's time for the people to let our government know enough is enough. That we're tired of their looking after the people overseas and sending our jobs overseas and not caring about the people here in this own country. They forget that they work for us. We don't work for them. So that's one reason. That's one thing that's different.
And so who did you vote for in this election?
Obama.
What's different about him that wanted you to vote for him?
Well, the main thing is McCain was talking about all this change, but he's been part of the problem for 25 years and there hasn't been any change. So what makes him think now that as president he can make change if he couldn't do it as a congressman? Don't get me wrong. I respect him as a war hero. I mean, he's a brave man for serving our country and everything, but I just don't think he'd make a good president because he's part of the problem, not the solution.
On the local level, what do you think some of the main issues that are those who do get voted in office need to tackle?
Bringing more business into Peoria. Quit being a good old boys club. Have more concern for the city and not your friends on, the affluent. People need to start looking out for the working class people in this city, state, and country. Period.
We're now here with Pearl Taylor, who is an election judge. The poll at precinct number 7. Pearl, tell us how the turnout has been so far.
This is the best turnout that I ever worked at the Madison Golf Course. We are up to 300 and how many? 324 voters today. And it's been very, very busy all day. Very, very busy. A good turnout. All right.
About how many registered voters do you think you have in this precinct?
I think we probably got 1,000. 1,000. Yeah.
So 324, about 33%, 30% so far.
We had so many early voters. So we're up to probably over 500 right now. And we're still coming. We got about 3 more hours to go. We got 3 more hours to go.
Have you seen people having to line up outside the door to vote?
So they was here this morning before 6 o'clock at 5:45 this morning. They was here, and we had to let them in and seat them before the polls opened this morning. And we had up until about 12 o'clock, we had lines outside the door.
Why do you think so many people this year are turning out to vote?
Well, this is history. This is a big day. Everybody want to be a part of history. Everybody wants to be a part of history. This is a big day for election, and everybody wants to be a part of it. Because
no matter who wins the presidential election, history will be made regardless.
That's right. Because can I say that? Yeah. If the Republican win, we'll have the first lady that's in the White House, that was McCain, and if Obama wins, we'll have the first black president in the White House. Yes. And that is history. Either one win is history. Okay.
What do you think are some of the issues locally that maybe people are also coming out to vote on?
Because of the economy is dead. Really, really dead. People are losing their homes. People are losing their cars. People are losing their jobs. And they are tired of the 8-year drag. And they want to change to see can we make it better. And we are going to make it better. Whichever get the president seat, we are going to make it better. Because we can't go through with this another 4 years.
We're now down here at Maynard High School with Vera, who has voted for several years. What's different about voting this time versus other years?
There's a crowd.
Besides that, there's a lot. How long did you have to wait in line?
Oh, a couple minutes. Wasn't too bad.
Is there anything different about this election than previous elections that you voted in?
Well, yeah, it's historical because it's either a black man or a woman vice president.
May I ask who you voted for?
Sure, I voted for Obama.
What is different about Obama versus McCain?
He told me what he was going to do. McCain said what he was going to do, but he didn't say how. And Obama said how.
What about the local elections as far as 92nd District, the 18th U.S. Congress, as far as that race? Who did you vote for there?
For which? I'm sorry.
Well, like for like Aaron Schock, Colleen Callahan, Sheldon Schaefer.
I voted for Aaron Schock.
And what do you think he will do if he's elected?
Just keep on doing what he's been doing, which is great.
How about the 92nd District between Joan Krupa and Colleen Callahan? Jehan Gordon.
Jehan Gordon. I voted for Jehan Gordon.
What's special about her?
She says what she's going to do and she means it. I believe anyway.
What do you think are the main crucial issues in this year's election campaign?
The election, I voted mostly because I didn't want the Constitution to go through, the new Constitution vote. I think it's unnecessary.
What are the main issues facing our country that are important to you?
Economical, mainly. Got less and things cost more.
And you hope that will change?
Oh, I hope so. I don't want them to touch my Social Security. Afraid they might.
Well, now our friendship house with Larry, who this is not his first election, so how long have you been voting?
For 30 years.
What is different about this year's election versus the other elections that you voted in?
Well, this one to me is more exciting than anyone I have ever voted for, because the vote that I put in, and I hope a lot of my colleagues will vote for Obama, because that's what we need, and it's like a inside of the heart feeling. I think everybody's feeling this from this time, and I think they know what we need to do, and it's just like so outgoing for me today to get up and come off work and come straight here and vote, because I know I need to do what I need to do to get better health in this United States.
Continuing on that theme, what qualities do you think Obama possesses versus what McCain possessed that made you vote for Obama?
Honesty. I think he's very honest. And McCain, I'm not trying to judge whatever, but I'm thinking my 100% and 10 got to go with Obama, because McCain already done been with Bush, so I think that's a no-no.
Now tell us about, let's talk about some of the local races as far as, is this in the 92nd District?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us who do you predict will be the winner in the 92nd District?
Well, really...
Who do you think will win? It would be Jehan Gordon or Joan Krupa?
Well, Jehan Gordon is a fair guy. I don't really know too much about Joe Krupa, but coming on that one, may the best man win. May the best man win. I don't really know much about either one. You know, my status here today are all about Obama.
Okay, what about the 18th District? Aaron Schock, Colleen Callahan, or Sheldon Schaefer?
Well, I would say Colleen. That's who I voted for.
What do you see as the most crucial issues facing this country that affect the way that you live?
The war. The war for number one. The war. And that's why, in God's will, I'm hoping that Obama wins and bring these peoples home. Our people, your people, whoever people's over there, they need to come on home so we can start back living our lives like we're supposed to live it.